What's up, Throdle? Ever wondered how to race a $1,000 car or how you even get into drifting? Well, keep on watching because you're in for a ride. Hi, I'm Nadine, the co-founder of Throdle, and today I'm here with my buddy Anthony.
Hi, I'm Anthony. I have a 1996 Mustang GT. I bought it 2 years ago, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to drift.
So Anthony, before we start, let's hear a little bit about you.
I'm 22 years old. I go to Yuba College and I play football. I'm a running back. I work in San Francisco.
So Anthony, how'd you get into cars?
Family. My granddad owned a lot of, nothing really but Ford trucks and Ford cars.
Did he work at a Ford dealership?
He worked at a Ford factory.
Oh,
So he was on the
okay.
factory line when the cars were getting made.
Nice.
So yeah, so that was pretty dope. I was like, man, I wish I had that job. I spent a lot of time with my brother growing up in cars because he was always around cars and working on them. He made me work on cars.
Wow, that is loud.
My mom used to always say when she used to take me to go shopping for a Hot Wheel, I would spend like 20 to 15 minutes picking out a Hot Wheel like it's an actual car.
Oh, that's so cute.
Like I'm actually gonna drive it.
So who taught you how to drift?
My big brother, and I was watching YouTube videos, and I learned. I just used to watch Fast and Furious. So
Oh, okay.
I got into drifting at a young age because I thought it was something that was very cool and it was an outlet to me. I was going through a lot of bad times when I was younger, especially in my teenage years, and it's the true definition of freedom. You know, it's the first 10 seconds you're in the car, it's just nothing but you, the tires, and the smoke, and the burning rubber, and just the car, just the sound of the car, and it's music. It's relaxing, you know. It makes you at ease.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Scared?
There was one part, only one part I thought, oh my god, he's gonna hit the brake! If you were to teach somebody like me, who's brand new and has never done it before, how would you give me tips on how to drift?
First things first, I will let you know, if you ever feel uncomfortable doing anything with a drift, let off the gas. Don't slam on the brakes. Don't just let off the gas and the car will stop for you.
Okay, because that's usually the first thing I do. I'd be like freaking out and I'd like, stop the car.
Second, when you turn, you never cross your hands. You always shuffle. So even if you have to turn all the way here, you come here, you shuffle back. You never cross like this because you're slowing yourself and you're not giving yourself time to come back to the wheel. So, and third, you can either, manual is preferred because automatics, they kind of suck. So you can either clutch kick it, a manual, or you can just give it gas to go. But once the car loses traction, let the wheel spin back, catch it, and then you just play with it as the car goes back and forth. But just make sure you have power steering.
Okay.
If you don't, it's gonna be very hard to do, like how I'm about to do.
Have you ever had to drift when you're on a freeway?
It was to save myself. This woman, she lost control of her car. I was driving to school, I was daydreaming, I wasn't even paying attention. As soon as I went around, her car started spinning out towards me. I kind of hit the brake for a minute, let off, slapsticked in the low gear, and then just went around her.
Wow.
And then went to school.
So Anthony, I've seen some videos of you shifting pretty hard, man. So tell me, how does this car shift?
It shifts precise and gear like perfect now.
Now? What was it like before then?
It was terrible because Ford, the old stock shifters are sloppy. They take long to get in gear and it's not fun with those. So one of the first upgrades people do is like short shifters. So that's why I got one. It's a quick release steering wheel. It's supposed to help transition into a different drift faster. So that way you don't take long turning. It's supposed to be able to flip it back and forth easily. So that way you don't have to struggle.
So because I know that you race this car and weight's usually an issue, so how much weight do you think you save then? By taking out the seats, by taking things out of your trunk, by taking out the panels?
I probably saved about a couple of 100 pounds.
Wow.
I'd say.
Okay, so that's me times 2.
These are Z-rated tires. And I have slotted drill rotor brakes, which are better for stopping, because when you stop, your brakes get hot. And so the slotted drill rotor brakes allows heat to travel through to keep the car cooler and cold air to come in. That's what these are for. And then they also make so when the brakes are cooler, your car stops a whole lot better. And then I got the red calipers to match, and because my calipers are gone, aftermarket calipers, and basically this car stops on a dime.
No, I don't think I've ever seen one of these in California. Is there a reason why?
This cold air intake gives off 40 more horsepower for your car, or for my car, and that's why it's illegal in California. These are screaming demons. So these distributors, so with Mustangs, when you get to 5,000 RPMs, they lose power in it. So these screaming demons will help to hold the power when I get up to high RPM, so I don't lose any power or any throttle response. And these are $100 for both. I have a PI intake. This is a 3-valve Coyote motor. It's not a regular 2-valve Coyote motor.
So the engine didn't come original from when you bought it off the showroom?
Neither did the transmission.
Oh wow, so you put it all in yourself.
The engine, yes, the transmission, no. I don't know what they were doing with that one.
So I know you bought this car right off the showroom for about $1,000, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, but how much have you put in terms of parts so far?
The parts, I put in about $4,000. That was just in the drivetrain. So the rear end cost me $1,700. The racing clutch and resurfaced flywheel, that was another $1,300.
Nice.
Now what's next is the engine, or actually the suspension, because that's terrible, and then the engine, and then I'll be done with my car.
Anthony, we've had so much fun with you today, so what do you want to tell our viewers?
If you like the video, like and share, comment. If you want to know how I made my car so loud, and if you want to learn about drifting, type drift in the comments, and I'll see you later at Sonoma. If you want to follow Anthony, his car, and others like it, download the Throdle app. And for daily posts, you can follow us on Facebook or Instagram page. So thanks for watching, and join us next time as Throdle's driving connections and fueling experiences. Hit it.